Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little more of a serious one. I wasn't planning on making a video today. I didn't have anything to talk about. I wasn't planning on doing anything. I hadn't come up with anything to talk about this week, but I saw this article today. It was posted by a few of my friends, and it was posted by Liver and Cox. So, obviously you guys know that I am living my life as a transgender woman, and it's not easy always for everybody. A transition is not an easy thing. Everybody experiences it differently. Everybody has different results. Everybody goes at their own pace. So with that said, I will give you a bit of my experience as related to this. There's been a few times where, let me start with this. My ID still says male, and it still says my legal birth name. I haven't been able to go and change that yet. It's something that I need to do like now. I need to do this week probably. I know I've talked about it before, and this kind of situation is just pushing me to do a little more. My not having a job is pushing me to do a little more. My whole family's moving to Texas. That kind of gives, and I feel like maybe, not guaranteed, I'm not even putting it out there, but if for some reason I have to move over there, I kind of want to have this all taken care of already before I move and do anything else. So that's the I'm reiterating this by saying that my ID still says male, and says my legal name. My mail name. So there's been a few times where I'll go somewhere, especially recently that I've been trying to get an employment, that I go somewhere and the government uses your legal name. So it's been 3 times that I've been to one of their offices, and they'll call my name, they'll say my legal name, Anselmo, and I'll be like, I don't think anything of it because that's my legal name, but like I'll walk up there and they kind of give me like a look. And as much as I don't feel like I'm passable, as they like to say, I don't always feel like I'm super feminine or like that I can pass as a cisgender woman. But there are people that, on more occasions than less, that just think I'm cisgender or don't really. I'm not trying to like say out there that no, you can't like clock me. You can't tell that I'm transgender, because I'm sure there's people that can walk and just be like, oh yeah, she's transgender. But for the most part, I feel like most of the time, especially now that I do my hair and my makeup every day, when I go somewhere and they see my ID, they don't see my ID, they call my legal name, and I walk up to whoever I gotta talk to, they come up like, give me like a like the other day I went in and the guy's like, he's like, oh, what's your social? I give him my social, and he goes, oh, for Anselmo de los Reyes. I'm like, yes. And he's like, for Anselmo, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, okay. And then he kind of just helped me, so I'm like, whatever. So I've never had a bad experience to where somebody in that like professional way, like at a restaurant and anything like this, has ever called me a male. I'm always, everywhere I go, it's like if I'm hiking and somebody passes by, they're like, excuse me ladies, or I'm at a restaurant, and for you ma'am, it's always like that. It's weird. Ever since I first started transitioning, it's always been that way. I've really never had to correct anybody. The people that I actually have to correct the most is like my family and my friends. Not my close friends, but friends that I don't talk to too much. There are a few friends that are close friends of mine. Fuck, I sound like I have an accent. That still call me sell me or him, and it's not because they're doing it on purpose. It's like I've known them for so long. It's a habit, which is fine. I was just like Angie, her, whatever. But as far as strangers, it's never happened to where somebody's been like, sir, when they saw my ID or anything like that. It's never happened. So this happened. This article came out today, There's a young lady by the only one they mention is the young lady. Her name is Meagan Taylor. It says Meagan Taylor and her friend, both black. I'm gonna read the article a little bit. I'm not gonna go in depth into it, and I'm gonna play the. Let me just tell you. So there's this girl. Her name is Meagan Taylor and her friend, both black transgender women, were on their way to a funeral and checked into the Dory Hotel in West Des Moines. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Iowa, to stay the night. How were they treated? Question mark. The hotel staff called 911 and just listened to the call. So I'm gonna play you the call because I don't know if I can get the audio and add it to the video. I'm gonna try, but just in case I can't, I'm going to play the audio for you.
Communications, this is Holly.
Yeah, Holly, this is Kim, the general manager over at Durian and Sweets.
Hi.
And I have somebody that's a little unusual that's checking into the hotel, and I didn't know if there was any way to possibly run their name or information through the database. They're dressed as a woman, but it's a man's driver's license.
Okay, I can send it out to her. I can't do it on the phone. What's your address there?
It's 5505 Mills Civic Parkway. I'd want it to be discreet, though.
Okay, well, I can't do it on the phone. That's the only thing. It's against the law. So I can have someone come over. Are they in the lobby there? Or?
They went up to the room and stuff,
Oh.
so I guess if they just kind of discreetly park in the parking lot instead of, right out front, that would be great.
Well, I'll leave that up to them, but what's your phone number, Kim?
It's 515 457
Okay.
9500.
Okay,
And
so
like
it's
I said,
a
Kim,
female with a male's driver's license?
there's two males, but they're dressed as females, and they have Illinois driver's license.
Okay, and what are the driver's license, male or female?
Male. And I took pictures with my camera, so...
Okay, so just because they're dressed, is it because they're dressed as females? Is that why you're concerned?
It's just, I guess so. They're dressed a little bit over the top, too. I just want to make sure they're not hookers, either.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, we'll have them swing over there, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that's the audio from the 911 phone call. There's so much wrong with that. I am, like, when I first heard it, I was really, really upset. I was at my parents' house. I was extremely upset, and I felt so bad for them and so discriminated against as a transgender woman, especially as a transgender woman who is Latina. They're black, Latina, I'm not black, you know what I mean. Is that minority or is it of color? I don't know the politically correct way to say it, but whatever. First of all, for her to, it is 2015. Don't people, get in touch with the media and, pay attention to what's going on? For her to be like, oh, they're males, but they're dressed as females. What is it to her? I understand if maybe they walked in there drunk and causing a scene and threatening somebody. That would give her a reason to call the police, or if they fucking try to attack her or rob her. But they're in there trying to select a service from them, get a room for a funeral. All she had to do was check them in, give them their keys, and that's that. I know that. I checked into hotels using my ID, and I've never had a problem. For her to assume, like she said, I want to make sure that they're not hookers. Why would you assume that they're hookers? Because they're dressed over the top. I don't know if they were dressed I don't know. I can't assume. My brain can't fathom what they were dressed like. I'm thinking maybe they were dressed provocative. I don't know. Even so, it's none of her fucking business. I don't dress sexy all the time. Look at me, I'm wearing a tank top. Well, I'm going to the gym right now, so my hair's up and whatever. But I just had to do this and let it upload as I went to the gym. Because I had to talk about it. And it's fresh in everybody's mind. Stop messaging me. It is so... Okay. It is so insulting. I mean, for her to assume that they're hookers just because they're dressed a certain way, they're stereotyping, and she's judging people based on their color and their sexuality and their gender. It's just wrong. I hope that this lady either gets fired or her job gives her some kind of training, sensitivity training, because that's just not okay. It's not okay at all. All these girls are trying to do is fucking go to sleep. There's been times where, like I was saying, I don't dress like provocative all the time, like over the top like she liked to say. I'm usually jeans and like a tank top or a t-shirt. Maybe a sundress sometimes, or a flowy dress and sandals. I'm not like over the top. Sometimes I get a little cuter and, you know. But if I'm out and about, like if I go out to the bar, the club, if like let's say in Vegas or even here, if it's hot, I like to dress sexy sometimes. I like to show these and whatever butt I have, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, what would she have done if there were two cisgender women? She wouldn't have done the same thing. She wouldn't have been like, oh, maybe they're hookers. It's so pathetic and so annoying that she did that. And I'm so offended for them. And I feel so bad that they had to go through that. It's just not okay. Did any of you guys hear about the story? Let me know what your thoughts are on it. How do you feel about it? Obviously, I hope that none of you guys think she was okay in calling the police on them for that, you know. And also another thing that I wanted to say, it is also bad on the police station, the cops, to actually send a patrol over there without there being any kind of reason to. It's like me calling the police right now and being like, oh my god, this guy just walked by and he has long hair, you know, and I think he's a man, and his hair is long. I want you to check his ID. It's so stupid. I can't take it. I can't even talk about it anymore. Like, it's so annoying. And I don't want to keep you guys... I just wanted to do this little video just to acknowledge that these things happen. And, I mean, I'll link the article on here and you can listen to the audio again. But this poor girl, like, it's so sad that she had to go through that. I would probably be crying. But then again, I'm, like, really angry sometimes when it comes to stuff. And I would have been upset, but I probably would have, like, told the lady off and then I would have gotten arrested. But it's just annoying. I mean, I'm trying to see, like, there was a quote that I want to read from her. Where is it? Boo. She wrote something. She wrote something about, you know, being kind of used to it, which is also not okay. You shouldn't be used to anything like that. So they're saying, I'm reading the comments and they're saying that she was arrested. Just the whole situation is ugly. That's an ugly situation to be in, and it sucks because when you hear about when you hear these stories, it makes the younger people or people that are not as strong not want to transition and not to want to live the lives that they do. I'm way past that already. Way past that. I mean, look at me. I'm gonna go to the gym like in a cute little ponytail with eyeliner on. So I'm way past that. But there's people that aren't. There was a time that I didn't want to transition. I was in denial of my transition. I didn't want to do it. So I feel for her and I hope that she gets some kind of justice. I mean, I don't know what she can get, but nobody should be treated like that. Anybody. She's a person. She's a human being with a pulse. You know, who obviously had money to pay her, her fucking hotel room. So, I'm gonna link I'm gonna link the article at, in my comment section. And again, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys heard about the story. There's more stories that happen like this. I don't want to be one of these stories. I don't want to be this. I don't want this to happen to me. Like, I'm a strong person. Like, I don't think I would allow myself to be. I don't know. I can't. I hope she writes a strongly worded letter to her manager and to the hotel company, because that's just not okay. It's just discrimination to the fullest. And the cops too. That wasn't right either. I don't see there's any reason for her to call the cops. But I'm not looking into the details of why she got arrested, because it's saying she got arrested. I'm not at all just trying to discuss that, because if I'm not even getting into any details. The thing I'm talking about is the actual 911 call and what you heard. From that, there was no reason for her to call the police. So, I'm closing my phone. I am gonna go put on my t-shirt and sweats and my tennis shoes and go to the gym and try to lose some fucking weight and let out some of this anger and stress that I've been going through. So, thank you guys for watching my videos, and I really appreciate everything you guys say in all the comments. And I know you guys were like really I got so many good comments on my last video, and that was a really hard video for me to do because I don't like to really let my emotions out too much, but I felt like this is something that people want to see and need to see, and all I can do is share my point of view and my story. So hopefully this video can get some awareness out there, because like I said, nobody should have to go through that. If you're a parent, think about somebody treating your child like that, regardless of their gender, their gender or their sex, their sexual orientation, their skin color, whatever, their height, their disability. Nobody should have to go through that. So keep that in mind. Spread the word. As always, follow me on Instagram at badgirlangie. Tweet me at badgirlangie805. And don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends about me, and hit that button and subscribe. Love you guys.